Hey yo guys, so we back with another video, you feel me? Please like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I hope you enjoy the video. Without further ado, let's get into it. Work and love.
Eyes of a man that has never seen or heard or felt an ounce of happiness. The eyes of a man that has never heard, "I am proud of you." This was not a person I wanted to mess with. And if he ever figured out about my existence and my late night FaceTime calls with his wife, there was no doubt in my mind that he would come to the store and when you get older and you're outside of high school, working a job is one of the only natural ways you still have of making friends. I don't know, it's something about being in an enclosed space with a bunch of people that all equally don't want to be here that just creates everlasting friendship. But once you get out of school,
I made one. I don't work here no more, but I used to work at McDonald's until of recent. And there is two people there that I rock with pretty much everybody there, but there's two people there I can guarantee fully say I'll probably be talking to them. I will be talking to them outside of work, just because those my niggas.
it gets rough. Like, for you to go make friends, you have to go out of your way, which most of the time you just end up looking weird. Let me paint you a picture. Let's say you're at your local pool, you're with your friends, you're chilling, you're swimming, whatever, and a random shirtless grown man walks up to you like, "Yo, bro, I saw you guys over there having some fun, and I thought those guys are pretty cool. The name's Carl. Want to be friends?" Like, unless you're just that outgoing, open to talking to everyone type of person, there's no way that conversation doesn't end with three. Or maybe that's just me. So this story takes place 3 months after the whole Popeye situation I went through. And I'm right back to being broke in the most expensive state in the US. Like, I'm surviving off my $325 monthly EBT deposit, which you think is a lot of money until you see the way I used to spend it. And if you don't know what EBT is, good for you. So during this time, our roommates slash basketball teammates were David, my brother, and Brian, my friend from high school, who also came to California for basketball. They both used to work the security job, and they would always talk about how easy the job was and how good the pay was. But let me explain why I could never work that job. Reason number one was where we lived. We lived in Oakland, California. And if you search that up, that's part of the more dangerous areas of California.
I would love to do that too, like security, like a bouncer. But I feel like niggas would look at me. Skinny, young as fuck. Man, get the fuck out of my way, little nigga. But if you give me a gun, now I feel like it's gonna go differently. Get the fuck out of my... You got it, little dude. Hold on. Nah, big dude, we chilling, bro. We gonna go somewhere else, bro. My fault, OG. These niggas gonna be 10 years older than me, nigga. My fault, bro. You got the blicky, nigga.
But when you're out there trying to play security guard, you are bound to run into some crazy people.
I'd be like, but I can box. I did boxing. But you're skinny as shit, little nigga. Get your ass out of my face. And you 18 with no facial hair? Nigga, you not scary. You just look angry.
Number two, the only available shifts they had were graveyard shifts. And if you don't know what a graveyard shift is, this is where sleep goes to die. Like, you have to be up all night and then sleep all day. And no matter how much you sleep, you are always going to be tired. And I know this because anytime I saw Brian or David come back from work, they looked like zombies. I'm talking crusty lips, eye boogers, bags under their eyes for days. Nothing about the job looked easy. Reason number three, and the most important reason, my face isn't...
The job, okay, I've done overnight a couple times. The job is easy, but the problem with the job necessarily is you're gonna be tired. Like, I'm talking about me, to do overnights, I would drink like 2 large cups of coffee, McDonald's coffee at that, with sugar and creamer. That shit is fucking tiring.
Intimidating, like, at all. Random people frequently ask me for directions and have no problem talking to me as a stranger. And that doesn't really help when you're trying to be a security guard. And I'm saying security guard, but they didn't even give you a weapon. So realistically, you're just a guy in a Halloween costume at night in front of an expensive store. It's almost like you're asking to get jumped. So because of this, I knew I had to find my own job, which I ended up finding a couple weeks later on the way to school. And it was like a thrifting, Goodwill, electronics type of store. We're just gonna call it pharmacies, because if I give you the actual name, you'll basically know where I live. So speed through and I fill out the application. And this time, I didn't even have to lie, because the person interviewing me was the owner, and this guy was almost concerningly desperate for me to start working. But it made sense when he told me I was gonna be working Monday through Fridays, night shift.
Hey Meta, start slow motion.
In Albion, no matter where you go or what you do, your mount will accompany you on your journey. Perhaps you'll pick the eye.
and none of your
Now, the
night.
shift wasn't graveyard shift bad, but we closed at like 2 a.m. and we left around 3. So my sleep schedule did take a hit, but it wasn't zombie face, cracked lips, or eye bags for days bad. But still, working that late at night had its own pros and cons. Like on one hand, you get little to no customers, peaceful nights, and you're really just getting paid to chill. But on the other hand, you can end up dealing with some real deal lunatics. And to make it worse, I had to walk home. I'm lying. I ended up stealing my roommate's bike, and once I got off work, I would haul it home. I wasn't finna risk a, hey, little homie, let me holler at you real quick. What shoe size you is? So with all this going on, I bet you're thinking, so what made it all worth it? But bro, I used to get paid $17 an hour. Them bi-weekly checks used to hit and money was good. Whatever mama asked for, she got. I'm telling you, I used to be in the mirror practicing money spreads. And also, I had the top 1 best coworkers of all time. For starters, there was only 4 of us that worked the night shift. 1 staff leader / manager, 3 regular employees, and the manager was really just whoever worked there the longest. Like me and the manager were around the same age, and he was really chill as hell. Like, he let me use my phone when we had no customers. We played Clash Royale during our breaks. Manager of the year. The 3 employees would just be assigned different jobs throughout the store, and of course, I was never on the cash register for obvious reasons. I would take the clothes and the electronics from the back and put them on the shelves for customers. Then Lloyd was the guy who worked in the back. He'd handle sorting out all the clothes and the electronics that got dropped off to us. He was also very chill. And the last person worked the cash register, and that was Cece. Cece was this 5'6", 5'7", 20-year-old black and Puerto Rican.
My mom has a business, so I really been working technically since probably about 11, 12, some shit like that. Now, I know back then her business kind of revolves around kids. I met a lot of other kids my age doing what she does, and I've met a couple females, got a couple numbers, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a light skin, you know what I'm saying? They used to be, you know, the afro and shit, you know, niggas used to be like that. Then I started working at Chick-fil-A. Bro, when I started working at Chick-fil-A, I think I've bagged a total of like 2 bitches working at Chick-fil-A. Nigga, like real shit, nigga. I bagged a total of like 2 bitches working at Chick-fil-A. Like, nigga, I'm telling you, I used to just be fucking like that. I was fucking the man, boy. Females used to come, nigga, like, oh shit, who that? She knew? Nigga used to jump on that shit.
Girl with a mean face, like it looked like she'd cuss you out just for saying hi.
He was like,
I don't know why,
too.
but that shit was like a plus to me. It was just something about it.
You see some like fine shorty walking, you like, damn, you like, hold on. Be like, I bet you can't get her number. Be like, nah, nigga, I bet, watch. There was this one nigga, his name, I ain't gonna say his name, but that nigga used to get numbers. That nigga used to get numbers.
Just different. Okay, so this is the part where you went up to her and talked to her, right? Yeah, no. Shooting your shot at a party and then shooting your shot at your job are 2 completely different things. If I get rejected at a party, I'm never gonna see you again. For the sake of my confidence, you no longer exist. But at work, you get rejected and you have to see her face every day as a constant.
Not even just that, but then she gonna tell niggas. When you shoot your shot at work, it's a way you gotta do it. You gotta get to know the person first. You gotta see her vibe. See if she feeling you. You know what I'm saying? If she feeling you, or you think she feeling you, shoot the shot. If you're not sure, you don't know, wait.
Reminder that you are not that nigga, you were never that nigga, and you will never be that nigga. And every time she sees your face, she's reminded of the weirdo that tried to ruin the work environment because he thought he had a chance. So I decide, for the sake of my sanity, I'm not gonna say anything to her, besides the occasional, is there a price tag on this shirt? Yeah? Okay. That's it. No hellos, no how's your days. If she walks by, I say nothing. If she slips, I look the other way. If she sneezes, I say you, not taking any risk. So this lasts for a couple weeks, but one night, it's late, no customers. Me and my manager are playing Clash Royale, and as we're playing, we hear yelling coming from across the store. And the yelling doesn't stop. So at this point, me, Lloyd, and my manager are all trying to figure out what's going on. So we look and we see Cece going back and forth with somebody on the phone. She hangs up, pulls out her vape, and starts smoking. Is she allowed to do that in here? What, you wanna stop her? So after some time, me and Lloyd are walking past the cash register, and as Cece sees us, she goes, men really ain't you good? What happened? Cece then goes on this long story about how her ex is crazy and stalking her. He's trying to hack into her social medias and all this crazy stuff. But all I heard was, yeah, I'm single and I'm waiting for like a real man to come and talk to me. Like a guy with an inconsistent YouTube channel. Yeah, like gone for months, like just neglecting his audience. I need that. So while Cece keeps explaining the story about her ex, Lloyd ends up leaving to go do his job. So now it's just me and Cece. And to keep the combo going, I just keep asking the dumbest questions. Okay, so y'all took a break.
Not gonna lie though, if you looking to find some hoes to work with, bro, I'm gonna just go and tell you now, fast food is not the fucking place for it, nigga. Nigga, no. Go to the mall, go to Walmart, Target, some shit like that. Do retail. Fast food, you are not gonna find no bad bitches, nigga. I'm gonna let you know that shit now.
Yes. And while y'all were on the break, he was talking to other girls. Yes. So technically, you can't be mad if it's a break. I can't be mad. I can't be mad when every time I check this phone, this girl's in there, even before we even got on the break. And this actually ended up working. Like, we lost track of time, and mid-story, my manager came up and said it's time to go home. And this is where I decided it is the perfect time to take a half-court shot that I have never practiced before. Damn, we gotta close. Let me just get your number so you can explain the rest on FaceTime. I have never practiced that shot. That was off the muscle. Now, even though I said it, I was fully expecting a,
not a bad shot.
What, nigga? You are not smooth. Stop it. But nah, she was like, okay, give me your phone.
Michael's Cyber Sale is going on now. Get up to 70% off online-only deals from Canvas.
That's actually not a bad shot.
So she takes my phone, types in her number, calls herself, then saves my contact, Green. So we close shop and I go home. So I'm at my apartment by myself because all my roommates are still at work. And as I'm making my favorite college struggle meal, sliced bread, hot dogs, and barbecue sauce, sure enough, guess who calls? Hey, what's up? What you doing? I just got home, so I'm chilling right now. So me and Cece end up staying up till 5 a.m. talking about, and we end up falling asleep on the phone. So the next day I wake up around like 2 p.m. because that's what night shifts do to you. And I immediately call my homeboy back in Texas because I'm kind of confused about the situation from last night. And I explained the whole story to him, beginning to end, every single detail. So what you think? Man, I don't know. I mean, she could like you, or she's just using you to vent about her ex. Okay. So you're saying she likes me. Yeah, or she's just using you to vent about hello? Hello? And this continued for weeks. I'd pull up to work, I'd work the night shift, and when the store started dying down, I'd chop it up with Cece until it was time to close. And anytime we talked, whether it was at work or on the phone, without fail, we'd end up talking about her ex. And the more we talked about him, the more I started to despise this nigga. It was like having a fly buzzing in your ear. And no matter how much rage you spray at it, no matter how many times you swing the fly swatter at it, you can't get rid of this buzzing fly just in your ear. So fast forward and I walk into work and I'm just not in the mood to talk or hear about Cece's ex-boyfriend right now. But of course, sure enough, without fail, Paradise. Tell me why my ex was blowing up my phone the other day on no caller ID trying to apologize. So growing up, I watched a lot of Swoozie, and I was always impressed on like how he'd move around girls that had boyfriends.
You know what's funny? I always liked Swoozie. Is it right? Dang. I used to always like Swoozie. But growing up, I also did kind of hate how it wouldn't be full animation. Because back then, I don't really think there were many animators that were like, okay, some parts animation, now you're looking at me. Some parts back to animation, now you're looking at me. Because back then, you know, Don used to do that a little bit, but it was later. I don't even think I was really watching Don at the time. Well, I was actually. But a lot of the animators I watched didn't really do that except for Swoozie. So I was like, eh. And even then, Don took a lot of inspiration from Swoozie. He says it himself. So I'm like, I didn't really like it. But then over time, I was like, this actually isn't bad. I mean, I get it. It takes a lot of time drawing. So, you know, you get a little bit of doo-doo-doo-doom. Now I see your face. Also, I did not know that nigga was short as fuck until, like, some years later.
Or dealing with some type of crazy ex. So anytime I'd be in a tough situation, I'd always try to think, what would Swoozie do? But in this moment, I don't know if it was the constant night shifts finally taking its toll on my soul, or all the L's I was taking on Clash Royale against my manager. But all I could think in my head was, I'm not Swoozie. I ain't gonna lie. I hear you. Like, your man has cheated on you, and you keep on going back. We're both clearly. Okay, I ain't say that, but it was more like, why are you so worried about someone that doesn't care about you? Jesus Christ. Now, looking back at the story now, I am cringing just saying this, but now this is where everything went downhill. I mean, it's hard not to. We were together for 4 years. 4 years? That is 1,460 days. In all of our conversations, she never not once mentioned they were together for 35,040 hours. That is not an ex-boyfriend. That is your husband. I promise you, no matter how great of a guy you think you are, or how hard you work, or how many flowers you bring her, you are not beating time. The main reason most people stay in unhappy relationships is because nobody wants to go back and restart the what's your favorite color stage. So here's your advice for the day. If he or she...
That's fucking true, nigga. Most people just don't want to go. I'm sorry if y'all hear all that, right, nigga. I live My room's right next to the drain, so all that water just comes down and yeah.
He has an ex that they've dated for 4+ years, and they're not MIA or just nowhere to be found. They are 75% working behind the scenes, and you just don't know. It's so hard to stay mad at him because, you know, he's like my dream man. Dream man? Dream man? For the past month, she never referred to him as the dream man. What is happening? It feels like it's overkill. I feel like I'm being pranked. Cece then pulls out her phone and shows me her wallpaper. Come on, don't my man look good? Bro, the entity of pure evilness that I saw on that phone was beyond me. Let me give you the rundown of what Cece's dream man looked like. All right, let's take King Von. Now let's make him dark skinned. Now let's give him tattoos all the way up to his neck, plus face tats. That is tattoos on his face. Like, you know the type of nigga you have to be to get face tats. But that's not all. Now give him the eyes of a man.
I ain't gonna lie, yeah, that is true. You gotta be one crazy nigga.
And that has never seen or heard or felt an ounce of happiness. The eyes of a man that has never heard, I am proud of you. This was not a person I wanted to mess with. And if he ever figured out about my existence and my late night FaceTime calls with his wife, there was no doubt in my...
You be talking to my girlfriend at night? Hey, bro, you gotta cut that shit out, yo. Bro, my fault, OG, my fault, bro. I ain't even know it was like that, bro. I thought she claimed you as her ex, my nigga. I ain't know, brody. Hey, bro, don't let me catch that shit again. I'll come up here and whoop your ass.
Mind that he would come to the store and end me. So I finally snapped back to reality, and Cece goes, Paradise, what do you think I should do? In this moment, I was faced with two options. Either convince this girl to end her 4-year relationship and stop going back and forth with her ex, which would probably most definitely get me shot, or...
You know the craziest thing though? That's some shit I would do right there. I just feel like that nigga's not good for you. You know, you need a nigga like me. You need a nigga like me who will treat you right and do things for you. Yeah, I'm plotting, nigga. I'm plotting for that relationship to fail, nigga. Yes, that's the type of nigga I am. Yeah.
Just do what you feel is best. Almost immediate.
Nah, that wouldn't have been me, nigga. I'm like, do what you think is best, but the best choice of action is probably to come talk to me.
Great in saying that because she ended up right back with her ex the next day. And even though this didn't end our friendship, it just made things different. There was no point in playing therapist to someone who doesn't want help. In the famous words of J. Cole, don't save her, she don't want to be saved.
I just heard that shit, I'm telling you I'm ruined. Already put that on my mama, I ain't do it. Baby, get up out that gram, you too influenced. I just rap and get my bag, I thought you knew this. You want hand up, bring her head and open truths. She said lay without no cause like she a lose. Ain't that different breakfast like opportunities.
Oh, let's see the face real. I wanna see the face real. If it's real.
How do we build apps on our company's data?
Before this video starts, I obviously want to say thank y'all so much for 100K. Damn.
Just want to see the face real, birdie. Just what this nigga look like.
Thank you for 100K.
Like a dark skin?
I'm tryna level up, go be the greatest. No time for hope for my kids.
This don't look like a dark skinned nigga to me. At most brown skin. This nigga out here fucking big. I thought that about the last nigga. He said this nigga light skin. I mean, or imagine a King Von but dark skin. That nigga did not look dark skin. Please like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I hope you enjoy the video.